Good morning, everybody. My name is Eva Nyberg, and I would like to welcome you all to the event today hosted by Elisa Videra with guest speakers from Microsoft. We here at Elisa Videra provide video conferencing services worldwide with a special focus on global solution delivery and managed services. We work with the industry-leading vendors such as Microsoft to offer the best-in-class collaboration solutions to our customers for modern work. During the next 40 minutes, we will focus on the latest and greatest solutions for team collaboration with the Microsoft Surface Hub 2S 85-inch and also learn how we at Elisa Videra can support businesses transform their workspaces and more importantly, the work itself to better support the needs of today. When some of your users are at the office, some at home, and some perhaps on the move, without having to compromise the collaboration and communication of your teams. Before we get to hear more from Microsoft on the latest Surface Hub 2S 85-inch solution, I will leave you with 3 considerations to help you assess where you are today in terms of supporting your teams in the hybrid working environment. So first, start by asking yourself, do you know what is happening inside your meetings, in the meeting spaces itself, to understand what type of work is being accomplished there during these meetings and collaboration sessions? By assessing this first, we begin to understand what are the solutions to support the work itself. The second consideration is to sort of get to evaluate more the targets of these sessions, as it is no longer enough to just enable communication between your workforce in different places, but your chosen solution should at least support the aims and objectives of your work itself, and perhaps even improve the retention of these targets by increasing the productivity of these sessions. And finally, as the third item, for even further self-awareness, ask yourself, how supportive are the means, the tools in use today of these targets? For example, what do you have available in the common working spaces, such as the meeting rooms, and how well do these solutions support your ultimate business targets? As we now get to see what Microsoft is doing to support businesses to transform their work online, you can reflect further on your level of readiness and whether these offer you incentives for change. So without further ado, please welcome Essi Marjamäki and Antti Kuosmanen from Microsoft Event Studio. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate and use the chat function in our online event today, and we will answer you during this event. Please, Antti and Essi, go ahead.
Hi everyone, and welcome to Microsoft Event Studio here in Espoo. I'm Essi Marjamäki from the Surface team at Microsoft, and the idea today is to demonstrate our new product, which you can see here, Surface Hub 2S 85-inch. And we'll run an actual demo today, so you see how it works in a hybrid work scenario. But before that, I have my colleague Antti Kuosmanen joining me on stage and actually walking you through what the product is and what it can do. So welcome, Antti.
Thank you, Essi. Hey, and welcome to the Elisa Videra webinar on my behalf as well. My name is Antti Kuosmanen. I'm the Surface Business Group Lead here in Finland, heading the sales and marketing of Surface Hub. So let's take a look at Surface Hub 85-inch. The way that we looked at this is actually, everything is based on the customer feedback that we got from our customers when we launched our 50-inch Surface Hub a couple of years ago. The overwhelming feedback on how we can transform the productivity of hybrid work scenarios was immense. But the number one feedback was, can we have it bigger? And obviously, we wanted to deliver that. So that's why we supersized our Surface Hub into the 85-inch version, which is so huge, it's almost 2 meters width from side to side. But we wanted to bring some of those great features that were already present in the Surface Hub 2S 50-inch when it was launched. The modular design of this device is still there. Obviously, from operating system point of view, this runs Windows 10 Team, a special version of Windows 10 specifically made for Surface Hub. The reason why we made a special version is from security and usability perspective. It needs to be a locked environment, but easy to use, that any team can come in, do a session, leave, and the next one can come in straight away. This is already there with, obviously, with 85-inch as well. We're upgrading and updating Windows 10 all the time. Same goes with our productivity suite and Teams. So all these solutions are living the latest that we can bring to the market. Obviously, these are coming straight to Surface Hub as well. But from the hardware perspective, the modular design means that you can upgrade this device. Even the PC side of it is a cartridge that can be upgraded if needed in the future. So the time of this device, it actually expands anything from 5 to even 10 years. Similarly, the camera on this device comes in the pop box that the device is shipped in. But it's a USB-C camera, which is easily swapped to a third-party camera, or if it's upgraded at any point in the future. So what Surface Hub really does, it enables and really upgrades the experience of hybrid workplace collaboration. This is really the new normal that we're seeing from studies and what we're hearing from our customers. Everybody's already looking at how and what is going to be the way that we work in the future, even in a couple of months or a year from here. And what everybody seems to be looking at is that we are not going back to the old way that we were doing things. People are already used to working hybrid or remotely. But what we need to do is making sure that when we return to work, that we enable our workers and our information workers to collaborate effectively, regardless of time and space. What Surface Hub 2S in 85-inch really is an all-in-one meeting room solution. What we mean by that is that the microphones and all the speakers and the camera, everything is built in. The speakers and the microphones on this device enable that you can really roll this into any meeting room, any space, and transform that space into a team-supported collaboration space. However, if you're running Microsoft Team Room systems, this solution will communicate and enable, for example, joining together these both devices or both solutions at the same time. So we will seamlessly work together with Microsoft Team Room systems. It's perfect for large spaces and open areas. This is one of the trends that we're really seeing. A lot of organizations are looking to reduce the footprint of the office and reusing some of those areas that they haven't even thought about using for remote collaboration or hybrid collaboration. And what we really want to deliver here is the way for you to optimize your space and collaboration needs. So as the footprint of the office is being reduced, we want to enable the technology to be modular for those spaces that you're actually using at the time. And with Surface Hub, you just roll it in to the next meeting room or the next space, and everything is already there for hybrid collaboration perspective. When you walk into a room or a space with Surface Hub nearby, and you join the meeting with your PC, it will automatically suggest that there's a hub nearby. Why don't you join the meeting through Surface Hub? And really bring this sort of the touch-free meeting join experience through our proximity join. It's seamless and easy to use. And for the next demo, really, I think it's better to show, but what we can talk about is social distancing and how can you use, for example, your own pen for collaboration here. So I'm going to intro Essie back to the stage.
Hi again.
Okay. So what I'm using here is my Surface Slim pen. It's the same pen that I use for my Surface laptop and for my Surface Duo, my phone as well. So, and it works with Surface Hub, which is pretty cool. So you're using the Surface Hub pen.
Surface Hub pen. So we both have our own pens. We're able to socially distance here to work on different sides of the hub.
All right. So what we're doing here, we're doing a planning session. We're planning a radial engine design for 2021. It looks very cutting edge. It's a propel plane basically. So what we're using, the program that we're using here is Microsoft Whiteboard. Microsoft Whiteboard is a free application. You can run it on iOS, on Windows, on Android, and it really brings the remote and hybrid collaboration alive, especially on something as stunning as the 85-inch Surface Hub 2S.
And this is also a tool that we've been using in a lot of demos lately, as we've been talking to a lot of companies who are currently struggling with the fact, how do we run workshops remotely so that they are still interactive? So typically, you would run a workshop getting everybody together, potentially using Post-its that you can see here, Post-it notes, collecting some ideas, dividing people into different groups to brainstorm and then come together again. And it's been difficult to do in a hybrid world. That's how many companies have perceived it. So what we can actually do is to bring that experience, the workshop, interactive workshop, into a digital world. And we actually have an example here of these Post-it notes we've been collecting, and we're editing them. So we can actually see Matthias here online, not joining us physically, but still collaborating us digitally. So here he's actually typing on the Post-its.
So Matthias is using a 50-inch Surface Hub from his location. We are in the same space, so we're actually in the Teams call with him right now. So he's seeing us, he's reading the room, he can hear us as well, and we can hear him and see him at the same time. So we've been adding some blueprints, some pictures here about the engine design that we're doing. And what we used here is a a whiteboard template for Kanban. And this is really good because we can look at what we were actually working on, what are the backlogs in progress, what are in progress. And there's tons of different templates for you to use. And we're bringing them new ones all the time. So let's say, I think Matthias wrote this, the bearings. I think those are actually now in progress. So let's move that into the in progress part. and it's super easy to use. So I can just change the colors of the post-it notes, obviously, to correspond with the correct stage. But one of the things I say that you as a lead engineer for this cutting edge motor was we were talking about the exhaust parts, right? And they've been in the backlog. So should we take a closer look at them? But we don't have the engine. I want to touch and feel and see it, but how can we bring that alive to Matthias?
We have a solution for that. So I actually have a 3D model, so we can look at it as we were looking at it in a physical. Okay, so we can almost touch and feel it. I have it here. This is the new version of the engine that we've been working on, and specifically the area that we want to look at today is right here. This is a new version. And let me actually take a screenshot of it, because I think it's best if the whole team can give their comments on the new design.
Yeah, just highlight it, that piece over here. So what we can do, we can share everything that we're working on here with Matthias, or anyone who's on the line, joining the Teams meeting from the phone, or from their laptop or PC, anywhere, and they can see everything that we're working here. But we can always invite them to collaborate on some of the applications here as well. So let's zoom into this. Should we make this bigger? So
yes, I'll get rid of this, and I actually have to catch a taxi now. So what I'll do is that I'll join this whiteboard in a few minutes, and I'll mark the areas that we should be discussing with the team. I'll see you in a bit.
See ya. So what you were seeing there, Essie was running a 3D rendering program at the same time, and as we were running whiteboard. So obviously on Surface Hubs, you can run applications side by side, and the power of Surface Hub on the PC side is that you can look at these 3D pictures, and they're smooth, and they're really, really intuitive to use as well. And we were using a Siemens application for that. And I can see that Essie has already jumped into the taxi, I guess, because she is riding away. Good. So version 2, what do you think? And I can see Matthias is making some additions there. So this is one of the things that really needs to be there for the hybrid work that we all are going to be working in, post-COVID work, well, especially. So collaborating on this level, remotely or when we're physically there, is really important. But obviously, because we're in the Microsoft world, we can publish this this whiteboard to our Teams channel, and it's super easy to do. Just click 2 clicks from here, post to Teams, and it's there. And what that actually does is it takes away the time and space element as well. So anyone can join this whiteboard and start collaborating from wherever, whatever time zone they're in, and we're all doing this in a collaborative way. So I want to end here and thank our demo, Essie and Matthias for joining in for the demo. And let's switch it back to Elisa Videra Webinar Studio. Thank you.
That was very exciting. Thank you, Essie and Antti. Now that we've seen what the industry leader in the market for team collaboration offers, we can start envisioning together what are the essential steps to transform your business to best support hybrid team collaboration, and how we at Elisa Videra can help you achieve this. So let us recap where we started today and share some practical examples. Your team needs to collaborate, to meet each other. A typical scenario for team collaboration setting is that one or more members are at home, some in the office, and one perhaps on the move. How can they collaborate together? They need a solution to work together online. In our example, customer has already got Microsoft Teams as their communications and collaboration platform of choice, and thus their team can already connect and, more importantly, collaborate with each other. As we just saw in the demo, Microsoft Teams is a solution that supports hybrid working so that people anywhere can have access to a common working space online. But what about the actual office space? How can the participants at the office, maybe in a meeting room space, work with the remote participants effectively and inclusively? As it's no longer enough to just allow them to communicate via audio or video, we should also look to enable the collaboration itself for the actual work that needs to take place independent of where your teams are. As the Surface Hub and the demonstration by Antti and Essi showed, the whiteboarding is already possible in a hybrid working environment. And this is just an example how you can increase the productivity of your teams while they are working from home, offices, or wherever. And if you have no existing solutions already available in the shared working spaces, meeting spaces, do not worry, we here at Elisa Videra are delighted to work with you to understand the different user and workspace requirements and propose the most suitable solution for you. We will not only offer you the right solution, we will also help you implement it and ensure through user trainings your users will be able to make the most out of it so that they'll know exactly what are the available features and how to make the most out of them. And if you have something already available for your shared meeting and collaboration spaces, the question to ask is, are they suitable enough and are they driving the collaboration and productivity enough for you to achieve your ultimate business goals? And what is the user experience with your existing solutions? If you've already equipped your offices with a Teams meeting room device, or even the Surface Hub solution, you are well ahead and your people can truly collaborate very effectively. However, if you have any doubts or future requirement that is not yet matched, we are happy to jump on board to support your transformation, look into the future possibilities while maximizing your current investments, and to support you to adopt these new solutions. As shown, the opportunities are pretty much endless, and it might not be apparent what solution your teams would benefit the most from, which is exactly what we at Elisa Videra can help you with. We will now get to see a summary slide of Elisa Videra and what we do for our customers. As I mentioned in the introduction, we deliver video conferencing services to our global customers and are confident we can support you transform the way you work online. Based on our close relationships with product vendors and years of experience in the market, we have already pre-selected the best and most suitable solutions out there and can help you further by defining the exact transformation plan for you so you know what products and solutions best work for you, how to deploy them successfully, and how to keep the solutions available for your users to effectively gain returns on your investment. We offer you our expertise to enable you to make the most out of hybrid work with the right solutions for your remote workers and modern meeting spaces, like the product we saw from Microsoft. We will now conclude the online event, but stay online and we will answer any questions you might have through the chat. For any product and commercial queries, get in touch with us already today. Thank you.